Predictable podcast on the World Wide Web about to shut it down. By Karen a glass of wine, ladies. Let the Henny flow, fellas. Get ready to turn It's Karen Hill live on Say It Loud Radio, favorite internet platform streaming live.
It is another episode of Say It Loud podcast with your girl Karen L here. And today in my hot seat is the wonderful ladies of Shades. Danielle, Monique, and Tiffany are joining me.
Woo-hoo! What's up?
Thank you, ladies, for joining me on Say It Loud podcast. How are you?
Thank you for having us. Good to be here.
I feel so lucky to have you all here with me.
We're so happy to be here for sure. Thank you.
So if you could introduce yourselves so everybody gets to know who you are.
Hey everybody, I'm Danielle.
I'm Monique.
Oh, see, I knew it was gonna happen.
We're going in a circle.
You go first.
No, I'm Monique.
I'm
All right, so you're Shades. You're Shades.
We're Shades.
But we're gonna get into like all of that stuff in a minute. But we're gonna start with our pop culture remix. So are you guys like into pop culture? Are you paying attention to what like happens in the world? Or are you like totally not into it?
I'm completely engrossed.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not so much.
I'm not so much.
No, I don't know.
So you don't know what's going on with Love is Blind?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been watching the headlines. What is going on with Love is Blind?
It's a lot to unpack. I don't even know how to put it in the package. You know, I'm going to give you my opinion.
Do you think it's real?
Here's what I was going to say. So the first season, it was real because people didn't know how to act and what to expect. And then this season, 6 years later, it's like people are acting and they want to be famous. So now they're saying all the right things to get the girl to the altar, only to leave her there and embarrass her so that he can go on to acquire social media followers or a new book deal or whatever, or a rap career, who knows. Right. But they're doing it to be famous now. So I don't really believe what I'm seeing anymore. So it doesn't make it fun, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. So they have another agenda.
Yeah. And the women are like pick-me's in a lot of ways. So they're just kind of like settling for like I thought you said you loved me. And it's like, but he was acting all along and you're still begging him. He played you, you know.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is that the same one that they go all the way to the wedding and then they say yes?
Yeah, like Clay, the sister from Boston, AD, and her fiance Clay, they got all the way there. They thought they were going to be the ones. They were so in love and all this stuff. And then they get there and he's like, I can't see myself marrying you.
That's horrible.
And she's like, wait a minute, we just had a bachelorette party and flew my mama in and flew my granddaddy to walk me down the aisle. And why can't you marry me?
It's never going to happen.
It's like, and so she cries and runs off upset. And he feels justified because he got his fame, 10 minutes of fame. And it's never about the wedding or the
But you humiliate someone. I don't think that's
it's crazy. It's really crazy. So I don't think I'll be watching next year. Not to mention, I feel like they're messing with the women's minds. Like now they need therapy and stuff. Like it's not cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that. But I don't even know if I could sign. Like, if I ever did that, I would have to sign up to be one of the people that were like, I'm just going to be famous. Because I couldn't wholeheartedly go on there and believe that it would be for love. Like, I would just not want to put myself out there like that.
That's true. I believe that part of my brain feels that way. But then I do see where it worked out. Like, I see how people can fall in love with someone's essence or their energy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Together, though.
There's a lot of couples from season 1 and season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's some people that just made it work. But I do believe like you could fall in love with someone's vibe and like what they look like is secondary because once you fall in love with who they are, you're not going to be like, well, you're not my ideal to look at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of like as a mature person. But when you're immature and you just want to be famous, the looks is what you lead with.
Right.
All the time, every time.
The looks and the money. Don't forget that.
If they have any. I mean, on this show, it's not like The Bachelor. It ain't like The Bachelor where they're going to the Himalayas for dates and helicopters. I mean, they're pretty broke. I mean, they're regular people. And the show pays for them to go on a honeymoon before they even get married. They go on a honeymoon first, which is weird. So some people have sex, they go all the way, and then they realize you're not going to marry me, so I gave myself to you, and now I feel stupid on national TV. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll be watching next season.
I hope it's worth it.
Some people it's worth it.
Get.
They blow up. Their social media blows up. They get lots of followers. They get Insta famous. You know.
Yeah.
How long? What they do with it?
Reality shows, though.
It is. It is. Yeah. It is. Because you get an agent. You get an agent when you go on there. They start to tell you what a storyline would be best for you.
Yeah.
You're the mean girl, you're the whore, you're the rapper, you're the bad boy. So that way they can create that arc for you. And then you can stay relevant and keep spinning off on a different show. And then they bring you back and bring you back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what happens is like a Nene Leakes, she was the bad girl, right? And they love that. They love to make her the villain. And then they used her up for that. And then she wanted to like elevate, like, wait a minute, but I'm an actress. I'm more than just that. And they're like, no. You have to stay right here.
She just got typecast. She couldn't be anything else.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part of that stuff, the reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get typecast, you can't do anything else.
I mean, you can, but nobody will believe you. You're still rerun. Like if you're rerun, you're rerun. You can't be rerun and then be Dynamite, JJ Watt, but you gonna either be rerun. You can't be Gilligan. You can't be anybody else but rerun.
Right.
Really, that's how they see you forever. That man died rerun. Like he died as rerun.
JJ too.
JJ too.
Yeah, that is true. Once you get, and then I feel like some women, they get certain roles because like baddies, like my daughter watches it and I was walking by and I was like, please turn this off. It's killing my brain cells. Because it's literally a whole reality show of just young women fighting. There is no plot. There is no moral. Nobody's going to get married. There is no storylines. There is no nothing.
It's just this.
Horrible.
It's just a bunch of young women fighting each other. And I'm like, I don't
look horrible. You don't.
I don't want that in my house.
But you know who gets off on that? The powers that be is the people that make the money making those shows.
They exploit our people.
They're not us. And it's like
as young women, it looks bad, and there's a whole generation of young women looking up to you, and like this is the behavior that they're looking. I was like, please turn it off. Like I don't even.
But I'll tell you what. It's across the board. It's not just us. It's Taylor Swift. It's Lady Gaga. These girls are watching these women. I want your love and you know, and they're 12 and they're doing all this and wearing fishnets and high heels for the Gaga concert. And there's no line anymore because when we were little, I'm 52, so it's a different. But when I was little, I couldn't even wear red lipstick. So in me wearing fishnets to a concert with baby doll heels, with my 12-year-old friend.
Doll heels?
You wearing heels? Where are you? What whore are you trying to be today? Yeah. So that's why these kids are so far removed. They feel like it's their sexuality. They're expressing themselves. They have the right to do that. But we don't want to dampen that freedom, but we don't want them to feel like their body, their decision in that way. Because these people will make money off these children and exploit them. And it's like, where do they win? They don't win. They don't even have any sense of self yet at 12 and 15. Like, so if we're going to be the ones singing the songs that they sing, I want them to sing songs that make them feel empowered as a woman, as a young woman.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. We don't want to sing, twerk for me and grind on me. And when we were 21, we might have, and even then we didn't really sing those lyrics. I mean, we were more mature, as lyricists. But we have a duty to young women, and we have to be that. It doesn't matter if we want to be that. That's just what we are, Yeah,
so. It's scary. It's scary out there because I feel like you. I was like, my mama would have never let me go outside.
Right.
Like you
Never.
know,
I had to sneak. I had to sneak lip gloss from Bonnie Bell. I had Bonnie Bell Maybelline lip gloss. I had to sneak it. Like, and it better be all off when you get around the corner.
You have my dad coming to the project party looking for me, and I'm like, oh shit,
making sure you ain't dressed. Yep.
You know, like it was no joke. Now these kids be outside till whatever time. My dad was looking for me. The whole neighborhood was like, yo, your dad out here.
If you want to see a perfect representation of where we are now in 2024, you got to look at the movie Sexy Baby. It's on all the platforms, but it's talking about 12-year-old. It's a 12-year-old specifically. They follow 3 different women in their life, but this particular young woman that they follow with her parents in New York City, from her POV, how she's been growing up and trying to transition from a young little girl to a young woman. And she's saying some wild stuff. I mean, like, shit, you saying shit like, Daddy, I'll just pay for it by giving them a blowjob. And her dad is looking at her like, where in the actual F do you think you telling me that with your mouth like that to my face? Like, where do they feel comfortable to do that? I would get my whole mouth knocked off. Like, how are they doing that? But it's because it's so desensitized. They're seeing sex everywhere. Their goal is to be sexy because if you're not sexy, you aren't popular. You're not going to win. The sexy girls are the only girls the boys want and all this stuff. So it's just so misjudged and so skewed that I'm afraid for my 9-year-old son. I'm scared for him, honestly.
Yeah.
To get out there and start dating. I don't know what's going to be out there when he starts dating. I'm scared.
Yeah, and people think I have a 14-year-old son. People think because you have a boy, well, it's not so bad. And so the other day, I actually had to have I sat there with my son, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you, I can't raise you to be a man because I'm a woman, but I'm gonna raise you like I'm your mama, and I'm gonna put you on everything because." You're not gonna let these girls trip you up. You're not gonna let somebody ruin your life, and you will. Get
and Danielle has teenagers. Danielle, you got grown boys, like you got grandbabies, so you get like. And Tiffany too. Her son's almost a grown up. I can't imagine. Like, I can only imagine.
It's very crazy.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So my job is to keep them.
And the level of respect is really bad. Like these kids have no respect anymore.
They have no respect.
And it's horrible. Like you walk into someone's house, you don't even speak. I'm like, excuse me.
Exactly.
You better say hello. Or you can go back out the door.
I told Jake's little friend to get out the pool because he wouldn't speak. And I said, good morning, good afternoon, how are you? Welcome. And he wouldn't even speak to me. So I said, you got to get out the pool and start over again.
Yeah.
Go back out the gate and come back in. Yeah. And then we can start over again.
I'm gonna rub people the wrong way here, but that comes from home. And I'm saying this as an educator. Because people say, oh, you're an educator, you're supposed to teach. Yes, I am. But you're the mommy and the daddy. You're supposed to teach that at home.
It starts at home.
Kids manners. You're supposed to teach
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how you come into.
Well, it is a manner thing because that particular, I won't call them out, but like that particular parent couple, they allow him to say the N-word. The kid got 2 earrings. Like he's just grown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my son does not know of that. He's very sheltered and he doesn't understand that life. So, saying things out your mouth and hanging out at night with your friends in the park and all that. My kid is not. So it's so he had to stop coming over because you're a bad influence on my child. You're telling my child you can say the N-word because you're half black. Well, we don't say it because we're full black and we don't say it. Right. So we're not going to accept that behavior. So he's not allowed. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of parents need to kind of reflect on themselves because you're allowing that. And then
they say it's fine.
Kid, but it's coming from your house.
No, like he can say it. He can say it because he's half black. As I'm like, that doesn't really jive with me. He's a child, and you're gonna say that shit in my house. Yeah, you're gonna be disinvited from my house, and that's just it. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta. I feel like if you don't have healthy boundaries, then nobody else is gonna have healthy.
That's
boundaries.
right.
I teach people how to respect me.
That's right.
So if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I won't.
Exactly.
And that's that. All right, so we're gonna move on to our guest cipher with all you lovely ladies. So I have a question. How did you all start working together?
Who wants to answer? Tiffany, you've been quiet. You can answer. You gotta answer. You gotta answer a question.
She's never quiet though.
You know, I try to Monique tell stories. I'm always like,
oh God, here we go. Blame it on me now.
We actually met in Boston. So Shannon, a former member of the group, Shannon and I were, we went to college at Northeastern University in Boston. And Shannon met a young lady that was putting together a girl group. And she brought Danielle and Monique in because they were in the area. And we got together. Everything meshed and we became shades.
Now I'll tell it from my point of view. I had just because everybody has their own story. Like Tiffany was in college, right, at Northeastern. I was an apprentice at a barber shop and I had just got out of hair school. And the barber knew the lady who ended up being our manager and was like, "You need to be singing, you're always singing, you have a nice voice, and I know somebody." And so he connected me with Lois and Michelle and brought me to Boston to meet them at Northeastern.
Yeah.
And Danielle, what were you doing? You were singing in the girl group.
I was already with Lois.
That's right. You were already in the girl group with Lois. That's right.
Yeah.
She was managing you.
The girls that I was with disbanded, and it was just me. I was doing my solo thing. And then she was like, "I'm thinking about putting another girl group together and blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Nope, I don't want no part of it." I was like, the last experience was great, but it was just too much. I just want to focus on my solo career. And then once I met the girls, it was a different story.
It almost didn't happen for me.
You guys been together?
1990 what? 2?
1993.
Three.
Yeah.
Wow.
30 years, right?
Yeah. Because we got signed to Atlantic that summer that we met. It didn't happen. It was like fast. It was really fast.
Are you guys like still out singing and touring and making music together?
We're still doing all of it. We're still trying to jump on a lot of the tours that are happening now, but we're still honing our craft and writing and staying in the studio. We're getting together next month in North Carolina to get into the studio with some people that are writing with us and producing us, and so we're excited to continue that. We have some new music as well and some remixes that are coming out, but we are definitely looking forward to getting on those shows.
Yeah, we are
that's so cool. So is everybody like in different places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys don't really see each other much.
No, we have to make an intentional effort to get together.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so special.
You guys are in the same state now, right?
Now we're in the same state. Yep.
So Danielle does live. Yeah, I'm in Newport, Rhode Island, and Danielle's in Providence, Rhode Island. So we're the ones that are closest now. But even though you're in the same state, I have not seen you since.
No, I'm still like 45 minutes away.
When was the last time we saw each other?
Far?
When we did the
Greasy Luck?
No, we just
no. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
December.
Don't mind me. So we try to go to Tiffany's house in Jersey to record in her home studio and get together and do photo shoots and things like that as much as we can. Try to, stay together.
I love.
We just did an EPK. Yeah. So we got some new stuff coming out.
That's so cool. So is there like one person that does like keeps the group together? Who's the mama of the group? Who holds everybody together?
I feel like we all have our roles, but I feel like Tiffany's the biggest connector. I feel like she's the one that does the day-to-day calls, and if she sees something online, she goes on her rant, her tangents, and she's like, we gotta do this. Did you see this? What? Why is this one? Why can't we?
Yeah.
So why can't we brigade this one?
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
There's always somebody who's got that job, because there has to be. There has to be somebody that has that job, right?
And she's the baby.
That's right. I passed that torch off.
I have the most patience.
I used to be the mama, but Tiffany has to take the torch now.
Yeah. Yeah,
we
we all like do cycles. You know?
you were the mom. You were the mom, like you made food for us.
No, I was the mom when we were together on the road and we were a group, like active group. But now that I have a 9-year-old, I'm like, you guys, here you go. You have to now be mommy. It's a lot. Your kids are grown, so like it's harder for me.
My kids aren't grown.
I mean, they could make their own Lunchables and stuff, you know. My kid still needs me like for every little thing.
Yeah.
And so do my teenagers.
Well, listen.
Yours out there fencing and
No, Monique, you think
Junior.
the older they get, the less they need, but I feel like the more they need. They get more
It's
needy
true.
when they're older.
That's
He just adopted a kitten.
I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. Like, okay.
Well, look, we just adopted a kitten just today, so now I gotta
For
be
me,
a cat
it's
mommy.
like, can you give me a ride? And I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yes. Yep.
Oh my God, I can't wait for those days.
No,
you
you can
can't.
wait.
You can wait.
And then come back and pick
But
you up. Like, why are you making
I want him to
plans
have
for me?
I want him to have a calendar though. I think that's kind of cool to have a social, like you're busy doing your own thing. He's not there yet, quite yet. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, no.
He has his bestie
Teenagers
that he
make
does.
their own plans. What they gonna do on the weekend with no money, no car, no nothing. But,
Oh God.
but they got plans. And now all of a
Okay.
sudden you dropping off, you picking up, you
I
selling money.
know. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, this was not what I had planned, but okay.
I love it.
I'm like, so good. There goes my whole day.
Like, that's not what I
But then it's gone like that. It's like in a flash, they're adults, they have their own kids, and now, like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Like, it changes so quick. I feel like he was just a little baby.
Then you
Yeah.
gotta get penciled in the calendar for a date.
Oh,
Yeah.
not penciled in.
No, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How
you
dare
are
they?
together on this day. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So imagine that. Well, we remember when Danielle's daughter was a baby. Deandra was like, what, 4 months, 5 months old, coming to the studio with us.
Yeah.
And now they're like an adult.
Definite.
Like,
Yeah. Baby
Yeah.
carrier to the studio. It's baby carrier
Yeah.
to the dance studio.
yeah. I just knew she was going to be the next Mariah Carey because she was in that studio with us everywhere we went.
Oh, she
We'd
was.
be dancing down and Deandra would be over there dancing.
She knew all our steps, right?
Yup.
So cute.
This is so cool because you guys have gone through so much in life
We
with
have.
each other together. Like sitting here
Yeah.
listening to this, like you have unintentionally, right? Because you didn't know you were all going to meet each other, but
Right.
like
Mhm.
gone through like raising your children and all of these cycles through life
Mhm.
together that you could sit
Yeah.
here and be able to say like, no, I remember this and I remember that, and we're
Oh,
going
yeah.
through it now, and you continue
Mhm.
to do it, and that's
Yeah.
so cool because a lot of people don't make it that far.
Yeah,
know.
it's true. Even when we
they
weren't
don't stay
actively
together.
singing. Yeah, it's true. But even when we weren't actively singing, we were still very active in each other's lives. You know, when
Yeah.
Tiffany had her first child, her son, and she was stressed out about him not eating, she called me and my mom, and we tried to give her little tips and tricks and how to puree the food and do this and do that. Like, we could check in with each other when your baby boy was born, and I came and saw your I think that was Dejan. But like, we still stayed in touch. We stayed
Yeah.
intentionally in touch. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
we like each other, so it's cool.
Yeah.
That's
That
good.
matters.
That matters. I can love you, but I ain't gotta like you.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is very
100%.
true.
So,
All right,
It's a
so
good-
I
it's a
got a
blessing.
question. What are you
Okay,
guys
we got
listening to
answers.
now? What is everybody listening to now?
Ooh.
oh my God, Kendrick Lamar,
Alex Isley.
Alex Isley's another good one.
I listen to a lot of still old school 90s. I listen to I love Chris Brown. I love Sensational. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Solange's album I'm still listening to.
Yeah. What else? Tamia. Yeah, I always go back
So
to
many.
Tamia. I love Tamia. I love
Tamia's a good classic.
Yeah. I still listen to
Classic.
Brandy and I
Yeah,
listen
the
to-
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anita.
Oh yeah.
Those people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
I was
right,
listening
so-
to Whitney
I sing all that 90. That's
Yeah.
my forte.
Yeah,
I sing all
in your
that.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
was
love it.
working on a movie with the girl that played Whitney, Naomi Aki. She played on I Want to Dance with Somebody. So we were listening to Whitney for like a month straight.
Yeah.
The whole Whitney album. But yeah, like all her albums. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So who are some of the people that influence you when you write?
Oh.
Or is it just totally like, I got this, I don't need no influence?
For me personally, I think I always go by the music and whatever moves me to feel, whatever the melody is drawing out of you. That's kind of how I write, by the music. The music has to be played first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like her. I love her writing abilities.
Her is good. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, I love Janae Aiko too.
Money Long.
Yeah.
Janae Aiko. Money Long. SZA.
Yeah.
But I think
because I love the melodicness of it. Would you say?
We like to write more like the old school, not necessarily like the songs out now, like people
right, like a flowetry style.
Kinds of melodies, like
yeah.
Michael Jackson, like
Quincy Jones style. Yeah.
We like those
melodies,
chord changes, and like when we write.
I think we're missing that now because we don't have anybody that does. We don't have enough people doing that.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't.
Right. R&B is a slowly dying genre. It's morphing into something else that's like odd. You know what I mean? Like
we need to bring that back.
I know, and there's only a handful of people that are still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost Luther Vandross. We lost a lot of the greats that were our godparents. Our godparents. Exactly.
Yeah.
But my kids, like
that work coming up, it's like they shifted to like pop.
Well, they realize it sells. That's what really the problem is that R&B in its classic format, when you write an R&B structure song, doesn't sell as much as a pop structured song. Right. You can't cross over as fast. People don't want to remix the hell out of that as fast. Like it's like a different pull toward the culture, So it's just a different style. But when you stay true to it and like what I tell my son, I was gonna say I play all those songs for him like my mother did for me when I was little. So he knows the OJs. He's listening to Earth, Wind and Fire. He's listening to Quincy Jones, the Dude. Like he's listening to Sir Duke. So he will know what classically good music that sustains time sounds like.
And that's what I love so much when I'm singing old songs and I see these millennials, these young, and they know all the words. It's really impressive to me because you know that where they got it from. You know what I mean?
Their parents, Yes,
and I love. I'm like, how do you know all these words?
Yeah. Because when you hear them, they're like, I know this song. Don't act like a 21-year-old doesn't know good music, and they're right.
Yeah.
A lot of 21-year-olds know good music because of their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a gift. That is a gift.
Yeah. So he knows when I start putting that music on, it's time to get up and start cleaning on Saturday morning. You got the music going. Let's get up. Let's go.
That's the Saturday morning cleaning music.
I was scared.
Let's go. Get up.
That's the Saturday morning cleaning music.
You knew what it was.
All right. So we're going to move into our relationship remix. And our topic for that is how supportive of a partner do you need to have in this industry, especially as women?
I think they have to be 100% on board because it's a lot. It's a lot of it's very, what do I want to say? Like the business is very fickle. And if you don't have a supportive partner, it's almost hard to say that it'll work because, we're women in this industry. So, men, they always, it's different. It's different now than it was back then. I will say that.
Right.
Now we have inboxes. You have, you know what I mean? You have more sneaky ways to get at people. But back then it wasn't as obvious. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. If somebody wanted to like get with you in a sneaky way, they would do it sneaky, but not like they do now.
Right.
From the Uncle Ray and them.
Did not care if anybody could see it or not. But my husband's not jealous, so that helps. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always in bands with men, and he's very supportive. He's not jealous. Thank God. I don't think I could be with somebody that was jealous and always harping in on me and like, did you see that guy looking at you? I wouldn't. Like that would drive me crazy. You know what I mean? But as far as like in the actual music business and being like a business woman, you have to have to be supportive. You have to.
I agree. I agree totally. Yeah. I mean, my boyfriend is oh, go ahead, Tiff.
And I was gonna say, I think that like our personalities, we probably can never have that situation. Like we're all really independent. So like you're up there, you're either along for the ride. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, we've never had any men in our lives like have a problem with anything that we do, you know, pertaining to the music business. I think everybody's right. Am I right?
Yeah.
I can't. Nobody said a jealous guy or tells them, you know, you can't go to.
Not anybody that stayed along the course because they all get to kick the rocks. They like bye. No, but you're right. You're right.
We just don't. We never allowed that. Like
no.
It's kind of like just, you know what I'm saying? It's not that serious.
Well, I will say one thing. Having a partner who's also a creative in the industry. He's a writer, actor, director, but I'm a hairstylist on TV and film. So having him be supportive and understanding of the long hours and the not being able to call you because I'm in the woods on the side of the road, you know, in the middle of the night filming. Like they don't trip off that because they get it. And then also to be able to say, like, I'm in the middle of the road, I'm tired, come get me. Like to have that support, you almost need to have somebody in your corner to do this kind of job that I'm doing. Like to do it, I've been doing it on my own since 2009. And I was married and didn't have that support. So to have a partner that's like that and it's just like jump at the chance to help you do whatever and be down for you, it's a blessing. You need, women and men need that from each other. I'm not going to say men or women need that. We need that support, whether it's my homegirl supporting me as a village or a partner that you end up sleeping with. But whatever it is, we all need that support to be able to go out and do a job well.
Danielle's been with her husband since the day we met. So he's always been in the picture. So he's like our
Before we even met, you guys were together, huh?
So he's all of our husband.
Yeah.
He's all our husband.
He's a member.
Yeah, but he's been riding with you guys the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely think as a woman in this type of work, you have to have a supportive partner. Any kind of work, and as a woman,
any kind of work
in general.
Yeah,
but
any kind of work.
I think when you're in a career that is going to have you're going to be away from home. You're going to have other men looking at you. You're going to be working with lots of other that takes a very secure person in their relationship and their being to be able to be with somebody that and support them that you can handle that. That takes a very confident and healthy relationship and person.
Yeah.
And so that's really important, you know?
No, it's true. It's true. And it's hard because as a woman, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think dads get the kind of guilt that we get when we work outside of the home or we have to go on the road or we have to be away from home. They don't feel like we feel. Like my son got his first pimple and I was freaking out that I couldn't be right there to like make him a little salve and like fix it for him and show him how to cleanse his skin. And, you know, that my ex had to be the one to do it. Like I felt bad about that and I was working. But do dads really feel like that? I don't think they do. I don't think we put ourselves through way more guilt when it comes to trying to walk the line of being a good business person and holding down our home. Because it's very difficult, you know, so we have to give ourselves more grace as women. Like we have to give ourselves grace and allow these men to step up. Like I tell my ex, here, I'll be back on Friday. Here's the kid. This is what he eats. Like, you know what I mean? Don't call me for no bullshit. Figure it out. Just don't burn the house down. Thank you.
Yeah.
See you Friday. That's how I have to do it. And then not worry about.
The men are more dependent on the moms than the children.
Moms. Yeah, it is very true. It's like having two children a lot of times.
I know you didn't call me to ask me what setting to put the washing machine on. If you don't,
or like
Google this.
You go Google that shit and get off my phone messing with me. I'm telling you. So we must know each other's exes because I guess that's a common thing.
I just don't answer the phone no more because like
it's ridiculous.
I no longer identify as divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like I want to wear a label for the rest of my life. So I no longer.
You shouldn't have to.
I'm
Good
just
for
single.
you.
Like people break up
I
every day.
unsubscribe. Amen. I'm unsubscribed from the label.
I've been expunged. Like I don't. Yeah,
I love it.
I no longer.
I love being expunged. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, I don't. I feel because I just feel like it's a label that you walk around with.
Yeah,
but like the rest of your life until you get married again. Like people break up all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
I had a relationship that technically you think failed.
It didn't work out.
People always say to me, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Why are you sorry? I'm great.
Don't be sorry. I'm good."
I'm good.
True.
Yeah. I don't want to have to walk around like. Why do you need to know?
No, you're right.
I was born by myself.
That's a great
I'm not
point.
a twin. I'm single.
Amen. Hello. That's right.
So I don't subscribe. No, I don't subscribe.
That's great. That's great.
So if we could change our identifiers, that's the one I'm changing. So I'm gonna move into our fire freestyle, where I am going to ask you 10 questions and you don't get to think about them, you just have to answer. Since there's 3 of you, we are gonna go in a circle. So Danielle's gonna start, then Monique, and then Tiffany. Okay. So no time to think, we're just gonna answer. All right.
Okay.
That's like a fast round on Family Feud, right?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Text or FaceTime?
Text.
FaceTime?
Tiff?
FaceTime?
All right.
I don't have an iPhone, so.
Yeah. I don't do FaceTime without an appointment because
Hello.
You got.
Hello.
I don't know.
That's like knocking on the door. That's like knocking on the door without an invite.
Yeah, like you need an invite.
No.
I need to be ready. So
yeah, that part.
Text me first.
Text me and then we'll set up an appointment.
Yes. All right. Shoot your shot or chill it in the cut.
Shoot your shot. Oh, sorry, Danielle.
Shoot your shot.
What'd you say? Chill in the cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
He likes to chill in the cut.
You said shoot your shot too, Tim?
No.
I said shoot your shot. She said chill it.
I like I'm a shoot your shot girl. I'm like, I'll send wings over.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'll send you a beer.
I'm doing big stuff. Let me send you a drink.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you some wings because I'm hungry.
That's right. And I'm gonna come help you eat them too.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and eat them. That's the whole point.
Hello, icebreaker.
Morning person or night person?
Wait, say it again.
Morning person or night person?
Morning. Night.
Morning.
No, I'm not a morning person.
Morning person.
It's my bedtime now, actually.
Listen.
The sun goes down. She's like, I'm done.
I'm the all right. I go to sleep at night. I be rolling, tossing and turning. My brain be like,
that's menopause. Menopause, not knocking on your door. Call me. I'll talk about it. I'll tell you all about it.
I need some.
I don't really like this whole menopause situation. It ain't got to do all that.
I don't.
It ain't got to do all that. Why you got me?
Now, I'm gonna tell you,
like that?
We definitely need to come back for part 2 of this podcast because that should be a whole podcast on its own.
Yeah.
Nobody told you about this.
Yeah.
How to
like my mom knew this. She knew this.
My mom did not forewarn me at all.
No one. Nope.
Like, it's bullshit, actually.
You ain't had to do all this.
It's not okay.
You ain't had to do all that.
It's not right. It's not right.
Covers off. Covers on, covers off.
I'm like, every day though? Like, come on. Like,
also, road rage. Yeah. Road rage. You be driving and like really cussing people out. It's not safe. It's not good.
My son is like, Mom, why are you always turning up the heat, turning down the heat, turning up the heat, turning? I'm like, y'all not cold? They like, y'all not hot? Y'all not cold? Listen, I be in here like it's the club. Y'all not hot?
Seriously.
No, it's not fair. You ain't had to do all that. You ain't had to do all that.
It's horrible. And these men, I don't even know if they even have a version of it, but they should have one. If
no,
they don't.
And then I went to the doctor and they're like, oh, it could take years. I wanted to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to get a blood test to figure out what part of the spectrum you're on, and if you're all over the hump yet, or at the bottom of the
I
hill,
don't
or you just
want
starting to climb. I'm already done. So hey,
to know.
all right. Well, knowing is good because then you know how to. Then you know how much longer you have to deal with it. It makes
That's
you like ready.
wild. She
It's
said
why
years. I
everybody's
was like,
different.
we got
Everybody's different, but your levels are where it's going to tell you where you're at. Get your levels
that's
because then you'll know, like, I only have another year or I have, some time.
Really? That's good to know.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep.
that
I've
sound
been
like
out of it
fun
for
shit.
years. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit, but we're warriors. We were made for this. Men could never.
Yeah.
Men
It
could
just feels very
never.
unnecessary to me. It just feels
Well,
very
it
unnecessary.
is. It definitely is. I don't know why we have to go through this shit. But for some
This is
reason,
very unnecessary.
hormonally, if you're not taking certain supplements, whew, somebody should have warned you. Take these supplements in your 40s so that when you're in your 50s,
Well,
you're
you need to
on
give
them.
me a
Right.
list. I need it.
Oh, I'm on a nice little cocktail now, but let
Yeah.
me tell you, it was
I'm
hell
gonna
we'll
start
figuring
making
it
some
out.
green juice or something because this is
It's a
crazy.
whole
All right.
cocktail. Yeah.
The sexy man
Okay.
or the good guy?
The good guy.
The good guy.
Danielle's like, let me think about it.
The good guy.
The good I guess.
If I
Are
had.
you a listener or a talker?
I'm a listener.
Talker.
Listener.
Okay. If you were a rap song, what song would you be? It could be an
Ooh,
R&B song too. I'll give y'all that. A rap song or R&B song? What song would you be? What's the title?
that's hard.
Okay,
Damn,
I
that's
can
a
come back
hard
to that
one.
one. I'll come back to that one. You're packing your whole bag. What's a must-have?
Ooh.
Makeup.
Makeup,
Makeup.
Earbuds.
earbud.
Money.
Money.
I mean, that too. Which your phone could be your Apple Pay, I guess. I've thought about money too, but
Yeah.
All right. Finish this. Black moms be like.
You gonna get your ass in this motherfucking house before I get home?
black moms be like, I don't care. I fight kids, and if you bring your daddy, I got somebody for him too. That's black mom.
Yes.
Don't be picking on my kid.
Yes. Black moms are like, black people don't do that.
Yeah, that's a white people shit.
Get up off the floor.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Nightclub or a movie at home?
Oh,
Movie at home.
what? Movie at home all day.
Movie at home.
Movie at home. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's how I know I'm getting old. I don't remember the last time I was in a club.
I know I'm getting old. I don't care for it anymore.
Let me tell you, I went last night to the wrap party for my movie. It was at a drag queen bar, and I was there for 22 minutes, and I skirted right on out the back door. I was like, bye. Yeah, just so that everybody can see your face and you represent the hair department, and bye. Thank you for a nice wrap.
Well, you
So
know,
loud music. It was
I
just
don't
too
relate.
much.
I don't relate anymore.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah, it's the whole. I went a couple years ago. I planned a party with some of my friends, and one of my friends from like junior high school came, who I hadn't seen in like 20 years, and I wanted to talk to her. Like she had gotten divorced, she had kids, all of these things. It was so
You
wonderful.
can't talk
to
in no
see her.
club.
And I couldn't hear a word she was saying.
No.
And I was like, I can't
nothing.
do this. I can't
It's
do this.
horrible. It's bad. The smell was bad.
You got one
You got
time
drunk
to
white
talk to me.
folks. It was too much.
I left. My hair smelled like cigarettes. Somebody
That.
spilled a drink on me. I was like, I'm done.
And it was like it was like a welcome drunk bar. Like where I was, it was all bachelorettes and drunk gay boys, and it was a lot. It was just too much. I got real overstimulated. I'm like, either I'm old or I'm real neural. Let's get out of here. Either way, it's not good.
Yeah. I'm in and I'm out. All right. Wine or something stronger?
Something stronger.
Wine.
Something stronger.
All right. And then we're going to go back. If you are a rap song or an R&B song, what song would you be? What song title would you be? What's the song of your theme music to your life? What's your theme song?
That's hard. I don't know.
Right? You should have a theme song. We need theme music. Like
I have mine.
Like Batwoman, like Superwoman. You need theme music.
Yeah.
Theme music.
Yep.
Come on, theme music. You hear that song, and no matter your mood, you just get
me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mine would be there is a light that shines special for you and me. There are times. That's my shit.
Yeah,
that's my jam. Someone, I will be by your side.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Darling. The old piano version, though, the original. Oh,
Tiff, you got a Brandy one in the cut. I know you do.
oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
She has so many. That's why.
Get out the podcast.
You have so many. That's probably the problem.
That's Auntie Tina. She keeps popping in. You see her?
That's all right.
Who?
Auntie Tina keeps popping in. Is that Tiffany? I'm like,
Hi, Tina.
Hey. Mine would be called "Take Me as I Am." That's the Mary.
Oh,
Mary has a song.
She was down.
so take me as I am, or am not. Yeah.
I love that.
So take me. Yep. That's a good one.
Okay.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Although I will tell you this. When I go roller skating and they play that walking down the street, watching lady, I go by watching you. That's my shit. That's really my shit right there. No matter where I am, when that song comes on, I have to dance.
Yeah. I feel like I got a few of them. I can't just pick one, but I definitely got a few of them. That no matter my mood, it's gonna make me feel better.
Always. What are yours?
I don't know. I have so many. It's hard. My Whitney song is Your Love Is My Love. That's my Whitney song.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Anytime I hear that one, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Let me see. What am I listening to now? I love Burna Boy. So yeah, I listen to a lot of Burna Boy. Kendrick, J. Cole, I like.
Yeah.
What about Jack Harlow?
Yes, I like Jack Harlow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a big Alicia Keys fan. Mariah Carey fan. Yeah, Mary, of course. But like old Mary, not new Mary. Because I don't
when she was still figuring out.
I know the old Mary song. I went to the Mary concert. The first half, I was up singing all the songs. The second half with the new albums, I was like, I don't know that one.
You're like, what is it?
No, yeah.
I don't know them ones. I know the old Mary. And I like that. So I'm a hip hop head, and I'm like a 90s R&B person. So I like
school,
opportunities.
De La Soul and
that kind of hip hop. Now the kids play music. I'm like, I don't know that. I just gotta sit there.
21.
Yeah, I'm like, what's
my son loves 21
Yeah, what did he actually say though? Nothing.
Well, if I know.
Yeah,
but he looks cool, I guess, to the kids. So,
but what he say though?
Nobody knows. 21. That's all he said.
Yeah, can he write a verse though?
So, I don't know. A lot of ghostwriters out here though. We don't have ghostwriters. We write our own stuff. So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the hip hop music now, and a lot of the music now, I feel like they're not really saying anything. Like there's no skill to it. There's no. I can't even there's not even really so much talent to it in a lot of ways because it's not even organic. Where somebody's bringing something and you're like, oh my God, they got something. No,
and a lot of it, you see a lot of artists being elevated, and you're like, why are you elevating that artist? Like, what is it about them that now they're Ice Spice, and yesterday they were in a karaoke bar singing or rapping, or you know what I mean? Like what made that person, that trajectory happen that fast, the velocity so fast that they were there and then they weren't, and then like how does that happen? Yeah. So it makes you wonder: is this whole game for purchase, or is this really about talent?
It's not about talent. You and I both know it's not about talent, because there's a lot of people in a lot of places.
It's about how many followers you have.
Yeah, it's about marketing, and it's about
marketing. It's marketing,
but it's not about talent, because there's a lot of young people right now that could blow, that are singing, that are talented, that are writing, that are musicians, that are playing instruments, and are not getting half of the attention that they should.
They're also probably not easily manipulated, and or they have people looking out for them too closely.
Right.
So what the powers that be, they want someone who's easily marionetted. They want someone that they can manipulate to push out into the ether, to do it the way they say to do it, to make that bag. And if you're a true hardcore artist, you're not going to be easily led.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You rather go back home and do nothing than do that. Mm-hmm. Right. Or you're so hungry for a deal, you do anything. That's where it's dangerous. Right. That's where it's dangerous, because it's not about your talent. It's about how well we can manipulate you to do it.
And a lot of times they're marketing a likeness where you're like, I don't want to be that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be that, especially for women. Like, I don't want to be that. So
we had men telling us. Yeah, all men in suits were telling us what to do and what to wear back in the 90s. It was all men. It was all men running the show and telling us how to be, how to present, how to dance, choreography, what to, how to dress and all that stuff. So I feel like until we own our shit, it's not going to be authentic to you, who you are. Right. We're the most authentic we've ever been allowed to be right this moment, because we own who we are, and we own where we're walking in our spot. Right. So it's like there's nobody else telling us how to be. This is really, truly, organically us.
Right.
But that's never happened.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. That's not easy to do, because so many people get into contracts where someone else has creative control, and they're telling you how to walk and talk and pose and what to wear and where to sign and what. And so you're singing, but you don't have any creative control over this album that you're making.
None. And then you also don't realize your image. You don't own that. You don't own your masters. You don't own your name. You don't own your songs, because whoever paid for the studio time is who owns your music.
Right.
And you didn't do that. They paid for everything and gave you a check. They gave you morsels while they paid for everything.
They gave you enough to keep you coming back.
To survive, and enough to keep you from working at Burger King while you're on their label. Right. But at the bottom line, it really was almost what we should have been working at Burger King. There's no meat and bones to it. The only way to make money is to stay out on the road touring. That's the only way, because your publishing, unless you own your publishing, you're not going to make money selling records.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And that should change. That has to change.
It will change once we set a different standard, I think. Once we start demanding contractually that we're paid better.
I think that should have shifted when we went from selling like real tapes and CDs to streaming. I think it should have shifted then. Before, you could have sold me on it cost to make this. Right. But now with streaming, and because I know what it takes to digitize, stream, it don't cost y'all nothing.
Right.
So I know that you're just pocketing all of that money.
Back in the day,
we had to pay manufacturers, and there's plastic, and we got press, and we got to print paper, and okay, I'll give you that. But now, you cut a track, they put it on a website, people download it.
Right.
There's no overhead.
But just like a movie, if a producer puts up $1 million or $10 million or whatever to make a movie, and they get all the best catering and all the best drinks and all the best, vans to drive the cast and the crew around. At the end of the movie, they start doing the math and going, okay, how much money's left in the kitty? Because whatever's left at the end of that movie, the producers split it all.
Right.
So now you start seeing a shift in the catering style and the quality of the meat. Now you're like, why don't we have a certain kind of bottled water now at the end of the movie? It's the same thing in music. It's like if the musicians are getting this amount, but the other people in the administrative are getting the bigger chunk, they're going to cut those corners. And we found that out the hard way a lot of times. They cut corners around how to keep us in housing and how to, just do the bare minimum while we're in the studio. You don't know the ins and outs because you're so young and naive.
Right.
And so it's definitely important to have people that are telling you the business, teaching you the business, showing you what's going on, where you have a seat at the table. Yeah. And they're not just dictating to you what they think that you should know.
Right. And you're using your voice inside the studio and outside.
And outside is just as important. It's a business. Yeah. And we didn't have that piece. We gave that power to our manager because we believed that we didn't know better. Right. They knew better for us.
Right. So, and a lot of people do that because they don't know.
Right.
It's
you
trial
trust
and error.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trust them. That
you figure it out as you go, and then you're like, oh, that's right. Now I know.
That's right.
There's so many stories like that. So now we're going to go to our Dropping Gems segment of the show where you are going to leave us with a gem. So each of you are going to drop a gem on us before you go so that we could take something with us. So what do you want to leave us with? And so you're going to start your sentence with this. I leave you with this.
I leave you with health, prosperity, happiness, and love.
I love that.
Yeah.
I leave you with your opinion matters, you're valuable, and what you feel and believe is worthy of a conversation or someone to hear how you feel.
Wow. And I leave you with whatever you dream and come true. So if you want to sing, you want to do music, you can do it. Don't ever let anybody dim your light.
That's right.
Can you let everybody know where they can find you? Social media, website, new music, all of that good stuff?
Who wants to do it? Danielle?
So we are on Facebook. We are Shades Reunion on Facebook. And on Instagram, it's Shades Motown Records.
Shades underscore Motown Records. Yeah. Motown underscore Records. Yep.
Yeah.
And YouTube is shades.tv, right, Tiff?
Oh, she's muted.
Uh-oh, Tiff. We're muted again, Mama.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. So what'd you say? We said
YouTube. Facebook. Is it shades.tv? Is shades.tv or Shades Reunion?
No, Shades Reunion.
On YouTube. Okay.
And TikTok I was looking now to try to see what it is.
Shades TV, shades.tv.
Yeah, shades.tv. Yeah.
Excellent. So make sure you check them out on Facebook, YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram, all of that good stuff. So that you know what's coming up and where you can find them, where you can listen, where you can go to concerts, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me this evening. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Karen. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
So much fun. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Love you.